All right, so this first team is from psychology, and they are Madison Bacon, Janel Balsavich, Jacqueline Gaerber, Sarah Hudson, Kylie Legate, Hannah Marose, and Adam Moline. And they will be presenting on assessing in-kennel behavior of dogs as a predictor of length of shelter stay.
Hi everyone, we're Maddie,
Adam,
Kylie,
Hannah,
Jacqueline,
and we are members of Behavioral Applications Regarding Canines, also known as BARC. BARC is an internship within the Behavior Analysis Emphasis of the Psychology Department under the instruction of Dr. Carla Lagorio. We work closely with the Eau Claire County Humane Association giving obedience training to dogs, and our research has been focused on identifying behaviors that could increase a dog's potential adoptability.
last year in the United States, 1/5 or 700,000 of the 3.9 million dogs which entered humane shelters were euthanized. Aside from the moral implications of this, there's an enormous economic impact as well. The most conservative estimates indicate that roughly 35 million taxpayer dollars were spent last year euthanizing these dogs. While some instances of euthanasia may be unavoidable due to medical reasons, many are a result of preventable or treatable behavioral problems. Behavior modification programs using positive reinforcement have been shown to improve canine behavior at shelters, which subsequently increases the adoptability of these dogs and long-term placement. Despite these findings, few studies have investigated what specific behaviors have the greatest impact on changing a dog's length of stay at these shelters.
Our aim is to identify which canine behaviors will most directly impact adoptability. We've been examining this by taking video recordings of dogs interacting with volunteers who act as potential adopters. None of the volunteers have had prior histories with the dogs before taking the videos. Then 2 independent observers examine and record all the behaviors that occur across sequential 5-second intervals.
this method allows us to examine whether the dog's behavior in their kennels, which is what potential adopters will first see, will correlate with their length of stay at the Humane Association. For example, if dogs bark frequently during their initial interactions, will their length of stay at the shelter be longer? Are dogs who sit quietly near the front of the kennel adopted more quickly? Knowing this information will allow us to create training programs that target desirable behaviors.
Implementing specified training plans for canines in the shelter could ideally decrease the number of dogs being euthanized due to behavioral problems or lack of adoption. In addition, providing increased behavior modification training to canines in the shelter would increase owner satisfaction and decrease rates of return. Scaling our program to shelters across the U.S. would have a sizable impact. Given even a modest 10% decrease in the number of dogs being euthanized, 70,000 dogs would be saved, and $3.5 million of taxpayer money could then be redistributed to other areas in desperate need of funding.
All right, judges, who would like to ask a question?
I have a question. To measure the statistical results of this positive reinforcement, is there some kind of standard procedure or process representing that positive reinforcement?
We want to look across a number of different variables and control for morphological variables, and then see what specific behaviors correlate with dogs who, when controlling for those variables, either stay longer or for shorter amounts of time at the shelters. So just basically what behaviors are predictive of those longer or shorter stays.
All right, so the second place winner in social sciences and humanities is awarded to Madison Bacon, Janel Balsavich, Jacqueline Gaerber, Sarah Hudson, Kylie Legate, Hannah Marose, and Adam Moline in the first team that presented today. So congratulations, come on up.